These strategies helped me pay off over $175,000 in student loan debt, and they'll work for you as well. Hello and welcome to Practical Personal Finance, where you get the information you need to understand and succeed with money. I'm Andrew Shear, and today I'm going to go over 3 strategies to help you pay off your student loans more quickly. If you've got student loans, then give this video a blue thumbs up. And while you're at it, hit that red subscribe button too. You're about to learn something new about money. Strategy number 1 is refinancing your student loan debt so that you can save on interest fees. Now, whether or not refinancing is a good idea depends on 2 things: the type of loans you have and the interest rate. If you've got federal student loans with a 0% interest rate right now due to the pandemic administrative forbearance, then refinancing would be a bad idea because, well, you really can't do better than 0%. And if you have privately held FFELP student loans that you took out in 2010 or earlier that don't qualify for pandemic administrative forbearance, then you should consider doing a direct consolidation loan with the Department of Education in order to qualify for those benefits. I made an entire video dedicated to these specific loans from 2010 or earlier and how to handle them. Link is down below. But if you've got any other type of student loan that is not paused right now because of the pandemic and would not qualify for the direct consolidation loan, then refinancing might be for you. It all depends on the interest rate you have right now and the interest rate you qualify for on the refi. The interest rate you qualify for on the refi will depend on the amount you wish to refinance, your annual income, and perhaps most importantly, your credit score. So before you apply, you should get familiar with what your credit score is, and you might want to think about giving it a quick boost in order to qualify for the best possible rate. I made videos about how to check your credit score for free and how to give your credit score a quick boost. I'll leave links to both of those videos down below. As a rule of thumb, if your credit score is 650 or higher, there's a decent chance you could refinance and secure a lower interest rate. The first step would be to check your rate with some different lenders. I recommend looking at SoFi and Earnest. I personally use SoFi and had a very positive experience, and I've heard very similar reviews about Earnest. If you can refinance with either of them and knock your interest rate down by a full percentage point or more, I think it's worth the hassle, especially if you're a recent grad. I left links to both SoFi and Earnest down below. If you use my link and go through with the refinance, you'll get a cash bonus, $300 from SoFi or $200 from Earnest. And I'll get some cash too for recommending them. Strategy number 2 is to pay more than the minimum monthly payment. When you pay your student loan bill every month, that bill has 2 components: principal, or the money you borrowed, and interest, or the fee you're being charged to borrow that money. That's right, student loans aren't free. You may not realize it, but when you're fresh out of school or when you've just recently refinanced, most of that monthly payment will be interest fees. Only a small portion of it will go to the principal. This is because of the way that student loan repayment plans are structured. The advantage is that your minimum monthly payment will be the same every month until the loan is paid in full. The downside, like I just mentioned, is that early on, most of that minimum monthly payment is going to interest, and you aren't making much of a dent in the principal. The solution to that problem, of course, is to pay more than the minimum payment every month. When you do that, any extra amount that you pay goes directly to the principal and reduces the amount you owe on the loan. And on top of that, because your loan balance is now lower, the interest that accrues in the next month will be less as well. Therefore, even more of your minimum monthly payment will go toward the principal. This is the snowball effect in action, and it's easy to see how paying an extra $25, $50, or $100 per month can shave months or even years off of your student loan repayment term. Strategy number 3 is a repayment method I use called the debt avalanche method. If you have multiple student loans, the debt avalanche method will help you decide how you should allocate that extra monthly payment we just talked about. Here's how it works. Start by making a list of each of your individual student loans, including the name of the lender, the loan balance, and the interest rate. Then, organize that list according to the interest rate. You want the loan with the highest interest rate first, and the loan with the lowest interest rate last. If there's a tie with the interest rates, then the loan with the smaller total balance comes first. This list is going to be your order of attack. Any extra payments go to the loan at the top of the list. When the first loan on the list is paid in full, you move on to the next one. The reason you want to pay the loans with the highest interest rate first is that these are the loans that are accruing the most interest fees per dollar each month. In other words, these are the loans that are costing you the most. Once a loan gets paid off, don't go out and party with that extra cash flow you just freed up. Take that extra money every month that you now have access to and apply it to the next loan on the list. By the time you get to the bottom, your loans will be melting away like butter sitting on a metal slide at the playground on a hot summer day. Do you have any other strategies for paying off student loans quickly? Let me know in the comments. If you're in the middle of paying off your student loans, you might find my debt-free story inspiring. Click right here to watch. And if you're not yet a PPF subscriber, click right here. As always, thanks for watching. I'm Andrew Scheer, and I'll see you next time.